In the second video, we are going to have a look at why the iteration method is working. So remember, what we're trying to achieve with the iteration method is to find the coordinates of the intersection between a curve with equation y is equal f of x and the line y equals x. We've seen in the former video that the point of intersection right here will have an x coordinate here that will satisfy x is equal to f of x. And the y coordinate will be the same anyway because you're on the line with the equation y is equal to x. So let's look for the point of intersection of these two curves. In the iteration method, you have to start from a given value of x. Now I'm going to call x 0. And you work out the y coordinate of the point on the red curve here. And you see that this coordinate here will be f of x 0. You just apply the function f, so you work out the y corresponding to x 0. And this point gets projected on the green line. So on the green line, what do you know? You know that the x coordinate is equal to the y coordinate, because you have this equation here. You already know that at this point, the y coordinate is f of x 0. So this means that the x coordinate has to be the same thing. And this is f of x 0 that I'm going to call x1. And now I'm just going to repeat this, starting with x1 now. So I work out f of x1, which actually is going to be the y coordinate of the point here on the curve. So here I found f of x1. And then I'm going to project this point here horizontally on the green line to get to this one. What's happening at this point? Well, the y coordinate and the x coordinate at this point are the same because it's on the green line again. You know that the y coordinate is f of x1. So here, you know that you have f of x1 that you are going to call x2. And little by little, you just going to repeat this process, and you will see that this point gets projected on the red curve, then on the green line, on the red curve, on the green line, etc., etc. If you just keep on applying the function f to the different numbers that you find. So to summarize, we start from x0 and we work out f of x0, which is x1. Then we work out f of x1 to find x2, and then we work out f of x2 to find x3, etc., etc. In this process, we get the value x0, x1, x2, x3, x4, etc., you know, the coordinates of all these points, that get closer and closer to here, this point. And at this point, what's happening? Well, we've seen that x was equal to f of x, so this is the solution of the equation we are looking for. So if this is clear enough to you, congratulations, you've understood the theory behind the iteration method. In the third video, we'll put this into practice on one simple example to make sure you get how this really works.